G'day folks, and welcome to this example of play of Pampero. Now I have set this up. This is I guess a 1 to 4 play game, but I've set up for the solo rules and I'm one turn in, right? So on your turn, basically you conduct 3 actions and then you go through a consolidation phase, you remove your action markers, you can retrieve 1 action card, you produce batteries. I'm not producing any at the moment. I collect income and I have got 5 income to collect. I advance my time track disc, and if the scoring is activated, we go through scoring, but it's not. So I'm now at the start of the second turn, and in the action phase, which is the core of the game, you do one of 3 things. You play an action card, you retrieve all your action cards, or you take a battery. Now this is effectively it's a Euro game where you are trying to make money. And you make money by increasing your income and striving for and trying to complete these goals on the scoring tiles. Now I won't go too much into the detail. However, I am playing a solo game, and in fact I forgot to take his income, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is our solo bot player, and he collects 8 income, and he also collects a battery. When you collect batteries, you track where your energy marker is, go up, and count how many batteries are to the left. So he collects 1 battery. It's a pretty good AI system. The AI will pursue these 3 scoring goals. So in this case, he's trying to donate batteries to Argentina and Brazil. And so he's collecting these batteries to donate. I'll explain how the bot system works in just a moment. For now though, I'm going to run through my turn. So play an action card, retrieve all action cards, or take a battery. I start with 1 battery, and I want to get my infrastructure building first. I want to increase my income, these tracks here. The main way I'm going to do that is by fulfilling contracts. So on all your action cards, you can see I've got 2 in play at the moment, and I have another hand, a hand of 6 cards. This is my starting cards. You can also add more to your hand through these cards over here, but I'm not so worried about those for now. A good way, or a way to increase my income is, as I said, by completing contracts, and that's this little symbol here. This card lets me either complete a contract or donate batteries to the international market. Right? So I'm selling my power to Argentina or Brazil. That's one option. I could build more windmills to increase my energy, but my energy is currently on 2. It's enough to do some little things in this starting zone. I could spend a battery to move my bulldozers. I don't want to do that. I could take a loan, don't want to do that. This is the wild card. Let's do one of those 3 things. And I can build my towers. Now, the towers basically increase my capacity to fulfill contracts. Whenever you fulfill a contract, you take one of these generators and you place it where you took the contract from. So you can see here previously in the first turn, I took a contract, placed a marker, and this is my contract over here, which increased my basically residential income. I want to do something similar again, but what I want to target in particular are these 2 areas. So I now have the infrastructure over here. Now, this is, you can see all these contracts set up throughout the board with the cost to fulfill the contract shown next to them. In effect, I am generating energy through my windmills, which is tracked on my board down the very bottom left-hand corner over here. And then I deliver that energy to various parts of Uruguay via these contracts. So I can fulfill a contract here by delivering the energy. But what I'm aiming for here is this little token, and that means I want to fulfill this contract here. Now this is a linked contract, which means that when I fulfill this contract, I can also in the same action fulfill this contract, and that's what I'm going for. So I'm going to play this action, okay? I am playing it in an A area. So fulfilling a contract in an A area, it requires me to have a tower in that area, which I do. All right, this is my first action. I must spend 5 coins, shown here, to complete this action. And then I choose which one I'm doing. I'm doing the fulfill contract action. I want to fulfill this contract, and it costs 1 energy. So my energy goes down 1, but then I take this contract and I place it on one of my turbines. And sometimes, so I place the generator, out here. Sometimes when you remove the generators, I think they're called generators. Let me get the right wording. They are called transformers. I'm sorry, not generators, transformers. There's a bonus printed below. Now this says increase the income equal to the, what are these called? These are called your, crikey, your income categories. I can't remember what they're called, but this is basically residential. So in this case, I'd increase my residential income. I also increase the residential income because of the tile I took. So now I've got 3, actually I forgot to improve that one. So there should be 3 increases in residential income, which should have given me an extra $1 in the income phase. Right, but as I said, this is linked. So I can also fulfill this one by spending another power. Okay, I take this. Now I cannot place this contract. This will increase my industrial income, but I cannot place this in this row because this row is locked by these towers. So I have to place that somewhere else. I can, anywhere that is connected by this kind of, these lines. I can skip over to this category, but I need to spend another power and energy, and I don't have that at the moment. So I'm going to bring this down here. No bonus for doing that, but I place my energy on there, and that's the end of my turn. Okay, so you're picking a card, playing a card, paying the cost. Sometimes playing a card will give you energy if there is a green line, as there was over here, but not on this particular turn. Now that was because I played in an A category area. If I played in a B category area, I'd shift over to the left, and it's much more expensive to do things in the B areas, and likewise C is even more expensive. It's the kind of residential deluxe area. Okay, so now we get to the bot's turn. This is VJ, the bot, and these are the cards that determine his actions. Okay, and these align with the scoring objectives. So one scoring objective is whoever has the most batteries, whoever has donated, the most batteries. So this card comes out to encourage him to pursue that goal. The second objective is who has the most industrial income, icons, not just income, but icons. So this card encourages him to do that. And the last scoring objective is who has the most resort icons. And so this card encourages him to do that. You track these numbers on these little tokens down here on his chart and in this chart. So who has donated the most batteries? Well, at the moment, scoring objective number 1, none of us. So we're both on a 0. Number 2, who has the most industrial icons? Well, I now have 1 and he has 1. So we're both tied. I just went up 1. We're both tied on 1. And finally, who has the most resort icons? Well, he has 1 and I have 0. Okay, so he's winning on that one. So he definitely won't pursue this. So it's tied between these two. He will always pursue the objective that he is behind in. He'll always try and gain a lead. And I think if it's a tie, I think he goes for the top one. So he wants to win the majority scoring. He'll always pursue majority on cards that he's losing. Always check on the first. So he'll do the first one, I think. And what this says is, can he donate a battery? I think it says, yeah, can he donate a battery to a neighbouring nation? He only has 1 battery at the moment. So basically this requires 3, 5, 4, 5, 4, 4. So no, he's a long way from doing that. So that's a no. Then we go to the next one. Is his energy equal to or greater than the leftmost tower? In this case, it is. So he is going to do this action. And this says to build a tower in a B area where he doesn't have one. Well, he's already built 2 B towers, so he's not going to do that. He will always try to build a tower in an area where he hasn't built. So then we go down to C, and he is going to build a tower in C. Now, normally you need bulldozers to build things, towers and wind farms, but he is considered to have a bulldozer everywhere. So he can build wherever he wants. He's built that in the C area. Now we look below and he gets to take C bonus tiles, but he looks specifically for this tile, which is this one here, and he takes all the tiles from that row. Now when you get these tiles, these are bonus tiles, they give you end game scoring objectives and the like. So this will actually give him 3 very similar end game scoring objectives, and we'll just place those in a pile over on the side of his board, and that's his turn done. We go back to my turn. It's my second action, and what do I want to do? Okay, so I should have taken, sorry, when I pointed out, the reason I went here as well is because I've now unlocked both sides of this, what's called a connection tile. And it gives me a bonus tile that I can place to enhance my win one. That's exactly what I'm going to do. So I need some more energy. I ran out of energy. I'm going to play a wind farm tile on A. It's going to cost me $4, so I spend $4. And I've got a choice here. I've got 2 tiles. Do I want to gain $3 in an energy, or do I want to increase any of my income tracks? I think increasing my income track would be good. So I'm going to place that tile there. I know I'm running short of money, but I think I can run through the turn without running out of money. All right, so I'm building a wind farm, and I'm going to build it here. Now, whenever you build, you must move your bulldozer. And I need to think about what the next thing I'm going to build is. And I think it's going to be, so you're kind of planning ahead. I think it's going to be another, I need to get my energy up. So it might be another wind farm in that district. All right, so I've built that. I can now increase, now I think this icon means any income track you want, but I really want to increase my residential, because when I increase it to this green mark, if I'm the first time I move a marker there, I can gain one of these cards. And this one basically lets me place 2 bonus tokens at once. This one gives me a bulldozer. This one lets me donate to the world market. Now we want to donate to the world market to help with our battery things, so that might be good. Or I think this says increase, so you do get these, this is a player reference guide which summarizes all these icons. This says increase an income marker matching a market icon on any of your foreign market cards. All right, so I'm aiming to get foreign market cards, so maybe this is the one, to get. Would let me sell to a foreign market. Now I do have, actually I don't have, because I've just spent it. Here it is. That would need, I really need to get a lot of batteries. But yeah, look, the other consideration is I can take scoring tiles, cards, and I can play these in the scoring round on a turn to kind of get a little income bonus. This requires towers in C, I think. This requires towers in B. This requires commercial income, which I don't have. So yeah, I think I'm going to take this card. I'm not overly excited about it, but yeah, better than nothing. And then we draw a new card. Okay, and that was my second action, right? So I built a windmill. I didn't increase my energy. So my energy increases by just 1. It's not very good. If it was a B area, it'd be more powerful. And if it's a C area, it's even more powerful. And that's the incentive to build more towards B. In fact, you know what? I did move my bulldozer. Maybe I need to move it towards, oh look, yeah, I'm struggling for energy. Maybe, yeah, no, look, I've made my decision. I'm going to move this down to B and try and build a tower down here as my next action. But first, VJ. What's VJ going to do? Nothing has changed in our objectives. So he is again going to look here. He cannot donate. He's going to look here. His energy is not greater than or left of the next tower. So he's going to move over here. And is his energy less than 10? Yes, it is. So he's basically going to build a windmill. He takes one of his windmills, he places it in an area, where I have, first of all, he's going to focus on where I have the most, you follow this objective, where I have the most building pieces. I think that's what that icon means. So he's going to focus on where I have the most areas constructed, the area where I have the most built structures. Yeah, I don't know why he's doing that, but that's what he's doing. Yeah, and that would be, I've got two here, three here. So he can't build in the middle. So he's going to build it up in A3. Now this is an A zone, so he generates 2 power. 1, 2. Okay, I think. Now I should clarify that. He's building a wind farm. There is a discussion here where he's going to build where I have the most structures built. That's interesting. He doesn't want to build in B where it's more profitable for him. He's going to try and basically push me out of those cheaper energy areas. All right, on to my last action, and I need some towers. So I'm going to build. I've only got 2. I can't build in B. Damn, didn't think about that. I'm out of money. So instead, what can I do? I could build some more no, my bulldozers are stuck. This is where the game requires careful planning. Look, let's take a loan. All right, so let's go here. It's going to cost me $2. Okay. I'm going to find the loans. They're not actually called loans, they're called something else. And then, if I understand this correctly, I take $30 from the bank. I don't like taking loans, particularly these types of loans. So these are called venture capital. I must have an empty unlocked venture capital slot. Where are the slots for venture capital? They go up here in the top left above my board. Take a tile, add it to an empty slot. I will receive the zone value printed on. I will receive the zone. I get $2 instead of spending $2. I get. Oh, okay. Can I take a place on the B side instead? The usual way. Yeah, I think that means I actually get 5, 6, 7. Oh, I don't get $30. No, my apologies. I don't get $30. No, that's how much I owe at the end. Instead, I gain income from the highest income marker in the same income zone. Ugh. Okay, so I get $1 from here. I think that was a really bad move. Yeah, the highest income in this zone. Because at the end of the game, I have to pay back $30. So in effect, I've just lost 21 victory points because I'm so desperate for money. What other options do I have there? Can't donate battery. I could have just taken a battery. In fact, you know what? I'm going to undo that because I don't like the idea of struggling so much. So I'm going to put the $8 back plus the $1 back. Yeah, I had $3. I'm not going to take that card. I'm just going to take a battery. All right, so take a battery from supply, put it there. Now I have 2 batteries. I need at least 3 to make the cheapest donation. I like that much better than the venture capital idea. It just seems very punitive. Okay, now VJ. He still needs batteries. All right, so he's going to look at this. He cannot donate to a market yet. How is he? Oh, he generates batteries at the end of the turn. Is his energy in this row? Yes, it is. So he's going to build another tower. He's already got towers in B. So he's already got a tower in C. So now he's going to build a tower in A. And again, targeting the area in B. No, C, no, A. In an area where he doesn't have, he's going to look at the tower building below. And I think that means he's going to try and build in an area with the most industrial markers. So there's one here, none here. So I think if I understand it all correctly, he's going to build a tower there. It's an A tower, so he's going to look for a +2 energy basically, because he's already taken the battery. So a +2 energy closest to this row. So he takes these. He gains 2 energy. And he gains these 2 tiles. Now again, these are treated differently for him. Okay, so he may get that for future scoring. And this, it also gets added to possibly be used for future scoring. All right, so what he's done now is he's unlocked an income of 3 batteries. So he knows what he's doing. I'm struggling. And then quite simply, at the end of the turn, because he's done now, I've done my 3 actions, we consolidate, we retrieve our action markers, we retrieve 1 action card. What else? Yeah, that's it. Retrieve an action card, produce batteries. Now I produce none. He knows what he's doing. You look where his energy is, you go up and then to the left, 1, 2, 3, and you count the batteries. So now he's got enough batteries to donate to those markets. Collect income. Now I get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. He gets 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And collect income, advance my time track disc. No scoring phase yet. And that's the end of the turn. So folks, that's basically how Pampero works. You repeat until you get to a scoring phase. In this scoring phase, you only score everyone scores, and you get $1 per energy you have. In this case, you only score the objective, which is whoever has donated the most batteries gets $15 victory points. So he's going to be ahead there. 4 batteries to 2. Actually, it's not just batteries, donated to market. So if I can get 1 more battery, in fact, you know what? I know his very first action is going to be to donate batteries to the foreign market. So I know he's going to do that straight away. So I'm going to be behind, I think. Maybe I'd be better off just focusing on these objectives, trying to get my industry and resort income up. And I do that by sort of aiming for these things. This would be a nice token, connector token to grab. So if I can grab this with a connection and then this, I'll do this. He's not really going for you can see the last game I played, he went all out for residential income. And he took a heap of these, because there's a lot of them, and he put a heap of transformers on the board. He's not really doing that this game. He's got no transformers on the board. But that'll change, maybe, because once he gets his batteries donated, he'll pretty much be ahead and he'll start focusing on these other 2 objectives. So that'll happen towards, well, almost immediately actually. As I said, he'll donate a battery on his first turn because he can. He's got 4 batteries. He can donate to Brazil or Argentina. We'll figure out the priority there. I think he'll go for the cheapest one, which will be either this one. Yeah, it'll be this one. So he'll donate 3 batteries here. And then that'll be done because he'll be ahead. We'll bump that up. And then he'll focus on, I think, industry. And then he'll start putting his transformers out to do different things. So his gameplay kind of evolves with the changing state. He'll always try to get ahead. And once he's ahead, he'll stop what he's doing and focus on a different objective. There are only 3 objectives, so he'll always focus on one of them. If he's ahead on all 3, he'll do the one that he is least ahead on. If they're all tied, he'll do number 1 and then number 2. That breaks tiebreakers basically. All the while, I'm struggling and trying to make my way and understand everything and get income. Income's really important, as you just saw. Money, you need money. And so, yeah, I'm trying to get money. You've got to manage your cards, you've got to manage your card play, you've got to manage your board. So you can play cards in the top row or the bottom row. So I could, for example, play this card here or here. I need to build, so the very first thing I need to do is build a tower over in the B section. Problem is I'm running so low on money. So as soon as I do that, then I'm in trouble. So maybe I get that. I don't know. Well, how else can I get some money? Donating batteries to the foreign market. but he's going to beat me to it. He's going to take that cheap 3, and cut me off from it. I could build some more windmills. Options available, but look folks, that's a quick example of play of Pampero using the Solitaire bot VJ. It's a pretty good solo system. It seems to be very good. It tends to kick butt, at least it's kicking my butt. Really focus, just focus on those objectives. Whereas I'm doing sort of broader things, building up my income, building up infrastructure, and so forth. All right folks, thank you for watching and take care.